So I'm now at the point where I have ran out of ideas and what to call my makeup tutorials. In all honesty, there's only so many chit chat get ready with me you can do, right? So basically I'm going to do like 3 tutorials. So to start it off, I'm going to be doing a full face of makeup today under £20, and it's not all affordable, I will admit, but it's just basically a full face of makeup under £20. Well, each product is under £20. And my next one is going to be a full face under £15, and then the next one is going to be a full face under £10, or £10 and under. Does that make sense? That's what we're doing today. All the products were either £20 or under. I'm taking the, oh my god, I have no rings on. So starting off with the Be Perfect Cosmetics Perfection Primer. This is the Champagne Glow. Whoa, I forgot this stuff was so liquidy. This is a really nice primer. I don't actually know why I don't use it as often as I should. It's just got a really nice like silky feel to it. It just gives like a really nice glow to the skin and like the tiniest wee bit of tint. But I do have dry skin and it just nicely hydrates it and just leaves like a really nice dewy glowy finish to the skin. And then of course, how can I not, this is the also from Be Perfect, the Chroma Cover Foundation. The shade I'm taking is N5. They have a discount code with Be Perfect Cosmetics, by the way, where you can get 20% off anything in store and online. And that also includes their mega store as well, where they have different brands like P. Louise, Cash Beauty, Doll Beauty. Can't think of any other ones. HNB Cosmetics. And I'm taking this on a BK Beauty 101 foundation brush. But I can understand that this foundation is definitely not for the faint-hearted. It's definitely full beat, full coverage. It's quite a thick foundation as well. I'm just going to take one more pump and that's just going to do my forehead. But yeah, this is definitely a very, very thick foundation. It's definitely going to be a foundation. You're going to feel it on the skin. But it doesn't ever look cakey on me. Don't get me wrong, I always like to prep my skin and make it nice and hydrated before I apply this foundation, because if not, with me having dry skin and then obviously applying a really thick, heavy, full coverage foundation, it will go quite cakey quite quickly. So I always like to really nicely hydrate and prep my skin beforehand. I don't know, it just looks beautiful on my skin. I absolutely love it. If I'm definitely wanting a foundation to like stay and last place all day, all night, whatever, this is the foundation I am going to go for. I'm going to be taking the Juvia's Place Concealer. This is the shade 22. It is quite light for me, so I'm just going to take a wee bit. And a little does go quite a long way with this concealer as well, so. I have no self-control, so I'm going to put more on. Taking the Doll Beauty Gimme Sun Cream Bronzer. So this is in the shade Light. I'm not too sure whether you can notice the difference, but like this light shade here is a wee bit too light for me. And then the medium shade is perfect, but they look to be like the same type of colour. You can kind of see that like there isn't much in it. Sure there's not, like they kind of look somewhat similar. I feel like if I wasn't wearing fake tan, like this would be a really good shade for me to really nicely warm up my skin. It honestly looks as if I have a big white line right here, by the way, but it's the reflection of my top. I do apologise. Because see, if I just kneecap myself, you can kind of see that it's all blended down here. If you're from Northern Ireland, that means a completely different thing. But I highly recommend these two products from Doll Beauty. Either way, they work out just as well as each other on the skin. They look flawless, they blend out beautifully. I'm going to take the P. Louise, the cheek of it, liquid blush. This is in the shade Peach of My Heart. I have used this one. It's a really, really nice one, by the way. I think it's actually my favourite so far. Although I did use one the other day. What was it? Sunshine Miss or something? I don't know. I've been using recently the Sayate and Hannah Martin brush collection. I was kindly sent this by Sayate. and a whole load of brushes. I was actually sent these just before Christmas actually. But this one is actually the face brush, I think. Yeah, so it's like a base brush, but I love it for blending out my cream blush because it's really, really dense. It just blends it out beautifully without lifting up or disrupting any of the product underneath or anything. But I would say you probably could use this for foundation, cream bronzer, concealer. Okay, so now for a wee bit of setting to the skin. I'm just going to do this off camera because I just find it really boring. So I'm going to take the Revolution Pro Press Powder, and also to do a wee bit of baking, I might actually come back on camera to use this. It's the Sosu Jackson. Sosu Suzanne. You know what I mean. It's the translucent light face focus powder. Looking at the colour of this, I don't know if this is going to like really brighten my under eyes, because I love a really bright under eye obviously. Oh no, okay, actually it looks to be okay. It just looks quite yellowish or something, but it looks fine. I just like to dust that off pretty much straight away, and then whatever excess is on the brush, just hit the forehead, just enough to kind of like set the makeup in place, but not enough to take away the glow. Oh! Just quickly finishing off the skin here before I get onto the eyes. I'm going to take this wee Juvia's Place highlighter. It's the Nubian? I'm so sorry if I butchered that. The Nubian by Juvia's Place lid highlighter in the shade Cleo. That packaging there. I literally just like to take what's in the lid because it is quite intense. I'm going to apply a powder blush as well. I was actually maybe just thinking I might have not even needed to apply some highlighter because this is a shimmery blush. So it's the Doll Beauty Glow Getters blushes. This is actually just new. It's in the shade Peached on the Beach. So as you can see, it's a nice peachy colour, but it has got like quite a lot of shimmer through it. It's very, very pretty. So I'm just going to take the tiniest bit. So as of recently, especially if I'm wearing my hair like quite slicked, I like to bring my blush like nearly up to my temple. Here's your temple, right? No, maybe not up there, but just up here. Love it. Beautiful. Another Doll Beauty product. So this is actually their older packaging. I actually don't know how old this is. I probably should actually bin it, you know. But this is the Gimme Sun bronzer in the shade medium. And I'm taking this on a BK Beauty 104 brush. It's a really nice wee fluffy brush just to apply your bronzer. And I also have a discount code for BK Beauty as well. All my discount codes are always at the top of my description box, by the way. Also taking a wee bit of that bronzer down my nose as well. So for the eyes, I'm going to be taking the Cash Beauty Crystal Nights palette. Kai last night, God love him, I was actually asking him, what should I film tomorrow, you know, trying to get ideas or something. And he said silver and purple. And bless him, I hadn't the heart to be like, no. So I'm actually going to do something really simple on the eyes, but then a pop of, did I say silver? What did I say? Did I say silver and purple? I completely have forgotten what I just said there. I think I said silver and purple. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm actually wanting to do like just something simple in the eyes there, as I say, and a pop of purple like on the lower lash line, because we have like a nice neutral shade in this palette and a purple. But then I have these two new products from Colourpop. These are relatively new. This is the Colourpop BFF Volumized Mascara. It actually looks like the outer packaging is actually quite deceiving to like these types of products from Colourpop, by the way, but whatever. So like the mascara is actually darker than the packaging, because you would look at it and think, oh, that's a nice like lavender mascara, and same goes with the gel liner. Oh my goodness, that is so creamy. Nice. So, you know, the colours don't really match up. So first I'm going to do a bit of a transition. So I'm going to take a mixture of Moonlight and Haze. This one's going to be a bit too light, and then this is going to be a wee bit too dark for a transition. So I'm just going to bit back and forth into the both of them. And I'm going to be taking this on my Buff and Blend brush. Just my 01 brush from my collection. So I've actually had a couple of people ask me recently about my brush collection. So you can no longer get my brush collection anymore. The final sales were obviously last year. Was it October? November? I think it was November actually. So yeah, it was November of last year was the day of the final sales. And I've also had a couple of people saying that you can still actually go onto the website and see them, which you can, but you're unable to check out. This is actually a stunning eyeshadow palette. I think the first time I had tried it, I had done like a really nice like smoky eye, and just a pop of blue in the centre of the lid, and it was absolutely stunning, if I don't say so myself. It was really, really pretty. It's just a really stunning palette because you have all your neutrals. You have a dark brown, this beautiful brown shade here, dusk. I think it's actually quite a really unique brown shade actually. And then this is stunning. We have beautiful shimmer shades, also wearable shimmer shades, but then these two down here are just, there's something about like a really intense, like a glittery purple and blue. Very, very complimentary to any eye colour, and just you can also incorporate these two shimmer shades into any of these colours as well, you know. It's not as if it's just like boom, two random coloured shimmers in this palette. It's just a really cohesive palette and all the shades just work together and it's stunning. I'm going to take one of my BK Beauty 211 brushes and I'm going to go into dusk. So I'm just going to hit that shade just in the outer and the inner corner. I'm also taking this 207 brush from BK Beauty and also going into dusk. And just really pressing that on the inner and outer corner. And taking a wee bit of Haze, the transitional colour I was using. Do you know, I quite like that just the way it is. I don't really know if I'm wanting to do any more to the eyes actually. It's just something a tad boring. Maybe build up the intensity a tiny wee bit. Oh, stunning. Just where I just go around my daily life saying that. Oh, stunning. What's your drink of choice? Negroni with Prosecco in it. Oh, stunning. So I'm finally getting my filming room sorted. This weekend I think we are going to go and get paint and get rid of these grey walls. If I see a grey wall in my life again, oh my god. Yeah, I'm one of these people, I don't do grey or white. Marble, and I can understand that that's like somebody's absolute wet dream in decor, but it ain't mine. I'm a bit of a weirdo when it comes to decor. I love anything dark, antique-y, old, smelly. No, I'm only joking. Do you know what? Like, I have noticed that like antique things come with a smell. Because grey is so not me, it's just, I just walk into this room especially, and I have quite a dark floor in my filming room. It's like a dark blue. It's how you would find in a doctor's office. And then grey walls. I just come into this room and I feel cold. It's just like a cold room. It's horrific. Like, grey to me is just medicinal and like I don't know, like my dentist's is grey. All the walls are grey. My doctor's, everything's grey. I don't know, I'm just absolutely dying to get rid of these grey walls. So I'm going out this weekend to have a nosy at paint, and then we're going to measure the floor and get floor down. I sound really nasally today, or is it just me? I don't know why, but I have like orange here. Not to be dramatic or anything, but I absolutely love this palette just by using those two shades. I'm actually going to take a NARS high pigment longwear eyeliner, and this is in the shade Mulholland Drive. And no, I haven't forgotten about the title of this video. This eyeliner is £20. Okay, that did not sharpen at all. Why can't I turn off the radio? This is just like a nice wee brown eyeliner. It's got a bit of a shimmer through it. I think this would be quite nice on the lash line. I'll just spice up that lash line a wee bit more. I'll give it a wee swatch for you. So that's like the colour of it there, but as you can see, like a subtle metallicness to it. It's beautiful. You can smudge it out as well, by the way. They're very, very creamy. Buildable, blendable. These three Colourpop eyeliners are so good. I was not expecting this. I've tried these before, and it was a yellow one I had, and to be honest it wasn't that great actually. I think I actually ended up binning it or decluttering it or something. But they must have changed the formula, or just, I don't know, but this is actually really, really good. So this is just their cream gel liners. So this is in the shade, hold on, sorry, Spring Break, and I'm just going to put this just in my waterline. And then I'm also going to run this along my lower lash line as well, kind of smudging it into my lashes. I'm going to give it a wee swatch for you because it is really pretty, and I'm also going to swatch the blue. So this is it Amethyst? Amethyst? And Sapphire. They're really pretty actually. Putting shimmer on the lower lash line, you get a lot of it in your eyes. And you also get a lot of fallout, so please do be careful about that. It's just always getting in your eye. Oh shit. That's not necessarily a bad oh shit, by the way. I don't like my lower lashes looking really long, by the way. I just don't. Okay, it was this mascara has made my eyelashes look quite long. I'm gonna have to like take some of that off, like some of the mascara off. It's not bad, right? This is the V lip liner. I actually thought these were like over £20 or something, although that's a bit pricey for a lip liner. But they're 16. I feel like £16 is honestly the most expensive I will actually spend on a lip liner. Morphe lipstick in the shade Boo. And then I have these three products here. So I have the Made by Mitchell blush in the shade Hello There. Usually after I take the Morphe colour, I like to put a wee bit of something in the centre of the lip, just to kind of lighten it a wee bit. Like, that's very pale, isn't it? I usually like to take Baby Doll from P. Louise. Yeah, this one. I get so confused. I can never actually see like the shade. So I'm gonna take a wee bit of BB Doll. Oh goodness, that's far too much. Far too much. And I'm just gonna press this into the center of the lip. I'd say you obviously will be able to use this lip base like all over the lip. I like to just use a tiny wee bit just in the center over a lipstick. Okay guys, so this is the completed look. I'm actually really happy with how it turned out, although I do think it would be looking a wee bit better if we didn't go in with the purple lower lash line. I think it was just looking like a really nice soft glam with just a really simple spotlight eye, but I feel like the purple kind of spiced it up a wee bit, and honestly this palette is absolutely stunning. The last time I actually seen this palette, I'm not too sure whether it was on Be Perfect Cosmetics or Beauty Bay, but it was on sale. So I will have a nosy, and obviously a link will list it down below for you. But do keep in mind you can buy this palette, as I say, on Be Perfect, Be Perfect Cosmetics, and use my discount code. My discount code is for 20% off site-wide, absolutely anything. But I will check and see if it's on Beauty Bay. If it's on sale on Beauty Bay, I'll link it there. But either way, go and kind of check and see what way you'll get it cheaper. But honestly, beautiful, beautiful palette. And yeah, I think the next one is obviously, what was it I'd said? £15. So basically, yeah, all these products that I was using today were either £20 or less. The next tutorial I'm going to do is either going to be £15 or less, and then the next one £10 or less. I was going to stretch it and maybe see if I could do it at £5 or less. Do you know what's great? We may as well do it. Will we do 4 of these? See if I can actually get like a full face of makeup where every product is £5 or less. That might be a tricky one, but we'll see if we're able to do it. Anyway guys, that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one.